Hello, and welcome to Global Talk Show by Business Power Academy, Netherlands. Today, we have an amazing and vivacious guest from Canada, and she is none other than Mokshi Virk. Welcome, Mokshi, to our show today.
Thank you so much for having me. It's great to be a part of your show.
Well, what to tell about Mokshi? She's so super talented and so humble person that I've ever met in my life. She's the founder, director of Indo-Canadian Association, president of Wiki, Central Canadian Indian Business Council, international speaker, author, and whatnot. And I am so super excited to take this journey on with Mokshi Word. Welcome, Mokshi, once again, and let's take a deep dive and lovely journey with you today.
Sounds good. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to talking to you on Global Talk Show. So let's start our conversation today.
Yes, and people are also so excited to listen to you, what you are. And here comes my first question. Mokshi, we all know your journey, but still, I want to know about your inspiring journey today.
Sure. Supriya, so I am Indo-Canadian. I'm born in India, born and brought up in India. So I was in India, Chandigarh, and I did my schooling, my university, and my first job there. And then after my marriage, we moved to Canada as an immigrants. So it was an exciting switch from India, where you're born and brought up, to a new country where you are a new immigrant. So my background was I did my master's in English and I did my bachelor's in mass communication from Punjab University, Chandigarh. So my first job was with Indian Express. So I loved the journalism part, and then I got into public relations. So my job was as a media manager in a government organization. It was a great journey that I was following there. So once we decided to get married, so my husband, after our marriage, decided that we are relocating to Canada. So when I think about Canada, then I like all those beautiful visuals come in front of you, because in our movies we watch CN Tower and Niagara Falls. So I was really excited that we'll be seeing those beautiful places. So when we came to Canada, it was nice for a few weeks, but then the harsh reality came back that we were new to a new country, and me, my husband, and with a 6 months old baby, that we landed in Canada. It was really challenging because we had no family, no friends, just by ourselves to in a new country. So you can imagine a
Yeah,
big switch from something which was like your home and to a new place.
yeah,
So
and it will be so, sometimes you will be feeling lonely, sometimes a new experience of life. So I can
yes.
imagine that very well, Mokshi. But the way you adapted to it, the way you are flexible, that matters a lot, Mokshi. And you have really proved that. I need not to say this thing once again. Great one.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. So when I came here, so then initially few years were really, I would say, struggle to adjust to a new country, because I had a 6 months old baby and within 2 years I had another one. So I had two boys now. So with young children and starting a new life in Canada. So my husband and me, we decided that my husband would be working and I'll be a stay-at-home mom, because no point leaving kids at babysitter and working and then paying the babysitter for the work. So we decided for a few years until they start school, I'll stay at home. So for almost 4 years, I was at home with kids, raising them. And that it was a good time to be a mother and be with your children. But again, my background was very active. I was a career woman in India. So suddenly sitting at home was like, oh my God, it was challenging. It was so hard for me, and I was looking to socialize. I wanted to do something to contribute to a family income. So then I started exploring different ideas, what I can do. And meanwhile, we bought our first home in Canada. So that was
Great.
a yeah, that was a part of settlement here. So when we purchased our first home, I loved the way we were looking at homes and how things were very organized in Canada. So that actually motivated me to think about real estate as a career. So once we purchased a home, and then I took my licensing, and then I started as a real estate salesperson here to begin with. My kids started school, and I was into a new journey of being a realtor in Canada. Again, something new when you're starting out, you don't get a lot of support. You have to make a place for yourself. And I'm so happy and proud to say that this is my 15th year as a
Wow.
realtor in Canada. So it was always so nice helping newcomers buy their first home. People want to buy investment properties for their children. They want to upside to a bigger homes. So I had wonderful experience working with people.
Wow, this is really great, Mokshi. And the way
Yeah.
you narrated your story, like how you have faced so many challenges, how you have given your career for the sake of the children in order to raise them up, it's really, really touchy and really emotional. But later on, you just flourished in your career, and today you are a successful person. That what matters, your accountability, your hard work, dedication. And that speaks a lot, Mokshi. I did not to speak about anything that really reflects what you are in society and how you are moving on. So that's make a strong, real woman. And you are Mokshi. Great one. Super.
Thank you. Thank you. And Supriya, I wanted to add that when I
Yeah.
was working with my clients in 2013, 10 years ago, I was meeting a lot of clients, and most of the women that I met were sharing the same story that they would love to socialize, they would like to network, they want to maybe start a small business or maybe enter into a career. So they wanted help, but there was no help as such. So that was a time I discussed with few of my friends, and we decided to come up with our first event, and that was celebrating International Women's Day. And as
Wow.
you know, March 8th is celebrated as International Women's Day all over the world. And we did it first time in 2013. So we celebrated our very first event, and I was not even expecting 15, 20 people to show up.
Mhm.
And in our first event, we had over 100 guests. So
Oh,
that
great.
really, yeah. I mean, for the first event, having 100 guests, and we were not even expecting 15, 20 people. So it was really exciting, and we were so happy. And most of the guests, they were so happy with the event that they said that they would love to come back and we should do it annually. And then we
Wow.
made a decision that we'll do it annually every year. In March, we would celebrate International Women's Day so that we can interact, we can network, we can promote small
Mhm.
business owners, help each other, because again we all need to help each other. It's a community, it's a community that we can build together, and
Exactly.
that's what we have been doing. And luckily this year, 2023, this is our 10th anniversary, and we are celebrating
Wow.
International Women's Day.
Superb
So I'm
one,
so
Mokshi.
excited. Yeah, I'm really excited, and we have built so many relations, so many. It was great to help a lot of women entrepreneurs, small business owners. So we built a community of influencers, community of entrepreneurs where we are helping each other.
Exactly. And Mokshi, I really loved one thing about you. Like you kept on moving in your life. You didn't stop at one place. Okay, I should stop, or there are so many challenges. So, but you keep on moving, trying, trying, trying. And when you said that it was crossed over 100, so it's really a mind blowing number. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not at all possible in first show which you told. That's really, really great, Mokshi. So well done. Keep it up and keep soaring high in your dreams. Yeah.
Thank you, my dear. And it was another honor that I was recognized or and awarded with the Citizen Award
Wow.
in the city where I came.
Mhm.
So from the city of Brampton where I'm living, so I was recognized and awarded as a Citizen Award in inspiration category. That's very close to my heart, because you feel that where you've worked, you made a place for yourself, and you're
Mhm.
recognized for the work that you're doing. So it's a pat on the back. So it's really nice. And
Exactly.
moving on, this year I was also given and honored with Queen Elizabeth Platinum Pin. So
Wow.
that was another addition, a member, our local member of parliament, Ruby Sahota, MP. So Ruby Sahota, she honored me with the recognition certificate for community leadership and a pin from Queen Elizabeth to Platinum Pin. So that was very exciting.
And more than exciting, this is so honored, Mokshi, because getting a pen from Queen Elizabeth is not a game, and that you have proved. Moving on in your life continuously and consistently, that speaks your success, Mokshi. That's what I am sensing, hearing, seeing that. I can see, I can imagine that picture in front of my eyes, how you would be feeling when you would be getting
Yeah.
so much of accolades. It's really great one. Great one.
Yeah. And meanwhile, in 2019, I was appointed as as you mentioned, as the president of WICI, which is Women India Chamber of Commerce and Industry, the
Mhm.
headquarters in India, and Harbeen Arora Rai is the
Yeah.
chairperson for that, and she appointed me as the president for Central Canada India Business Council here in Toronto, in Canada. So
Wow.
that was nice, and we are almost over 100 countries. So it's nice to connect, and there's so many conferences and summits that are being organized all over the world. And
Mhm.
we also organized a virtual business summit for women in 2020, where we had such a great speakers who were part of our business expo, business
Yeah.
summit. And Harbeen Arora Rai was also virtually present with us during that event, and our local mayor of the city and the member of parliament and a lot of other dignitaries were part of our business summit. So that was very successful event, and we just loved the energy in that
Yeah.
event. It was nice. And moving on, I was also appointed as president of Toronto for World Book of Records.
Mhm.
This organization is based in London, UK. So they appointed me for Toronto, Canada. So it was nice.
Wow. So the journey was like keep moving on, and whatever the pebbles, rocks you were having as the challenges, you were just keep shifting it and moving on. So this is really great, Mokshi. Well, Mokshi, in this course of life, I would love to know what kind of major challenges you have faced in your life, and some of the challenges were really quite challenging to you, because I don't know what kind of challenges you have faced, which my viewers and global audience wants to know today.
Sure. You know what? Life is never easy. Your life is not bed of roses. There are
Hmm.
thorns along with that. So life is never easy. But again, as you said, we have to move on. So when I moved to Canada, as I said, when it was a young family that we had, such with a baby and new country. So I mean, the first step moving on was very difficult,
Hmm.
because you have to make a place for yourself. You need to earn some money to pay your bills, so that was challenging. So my husband took up the first assignment to start working.
Hmm.
And moving on, as I said, that while I was stay-at-home mom, I did my licensing for the courses, and then took my license in real estate. So that was good. But again, starting a new career in new country wasn't very easy. So you have to build your connections, you have to work with your clients to make them happy and satisfied, and then build up that referral network
Yeah.
where they start referring you for the work that you do. So though it was difficult journey, but then when I look back, I feel that those challenges made me strong. They helped me grow in life, and today, after seeing that successful journey, you feel that
Yeah.
you've done something. It's not that something came very easy.
Easy.
You've
Yeah.
worked towards it.
And those kind of feelings will always motivates you. Whenever you are
Yes.
down in your life, you will remember, yes, I had crossed so much of hurdles in my life, and that will really keep you igniting in your life. So, Mokshi, I must say that having challenges is just like having your friends, having your best friends, which will always motivates you to dart forward in your life and to get be focused what you want to do in your life. So
Yes,
yes,
you're
I do agree with you, Mokshi. What a great challenges, and how the way you faced in such a lucid manner, that matters a lot. So what? Yeah.
right. That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So Mokshi, yes. Now I would love to know your work area, which you said about your real estate, what you exactly do in your work, and how you came into being in a speaker field. So that is quite an interesting journey for me also to know that.
Sure, Supriya. So, as I said, I took up real estate as my career. So, gradually you make a place for yourself. So, it was a big satisfaction to me because when I first bought my first home in Canada, so that was like, now we are settling in Canada, because owning a home makes a place for yourself. So that's how, when I started this as a career, so I was very excited when I was helping new immigrants, newcomers buy their
Yeah.
first home, and how exciting it was for them as well. So that make me happy as well. Then when with my clients, I was helping them into buying into a bigger properties, investment properties, commercial properties. So that was very fulfilling as a career. It was very fulfilling that I'm helping my clients and
Yeah.
helping them in settlement in Canada. So this was something which was my career. But as I said, 10 years ago, we started with this non-profit organization called Indo-Canadian Association, with
Hmm.
the purpose of helping and helping newcomers, especially women and youth. Because I feel most of the women, when they come with young families just like me, we were looking to socialize, because first of all, you want to celebrate your festivals like Diwali, Dussehra,
Yeah.
Holi, Baisakhi.
The
So
home touchy
these,
feelings, we have to
yeah, and
celebrate
these events were
this,
not,
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
and you know what, Supriya, 20 years back, these events were not even happening here. So
Oh,
we would look to at least get together and at least celebrate these festivals. So and that's how we started with this our non-profit organization, where we started celebrating International Women's Day, other community events, our festivals, so that we can all like stay together, work together, grow together as a community.
mm-hmm.
And moving on, then I reached out to other countries like India and US, and we started working together, collaborating together, where we can
Hmm.
support each other. And COVID was a time which changed the entire world for everyone. Most of the
Exactly.
things,
Yeah.
those events that were in-person events, they were all gone. So then we came up with the idea of organizing virtual events, because virtually we can reach out anywhere. And the way technology has moved, like today also, Zoom meeting, Google Hangouts, there's so many places where you can connect internationally.
That.
That's what we did. So we, during that COVID time, we organized virtual events, we collaborated around the world. As I said, we did the business summit for women, and we
Hmm.
had guest speakers from India, from US. And for our International Women's Day event also, we did virtually, and we gave Women Heroes Awards to
Wow.
people
Super.
sitting in US, in Vancouver, Europe, India. So we had given award to NASA scientist. She's in US.
Hmm.
We given award to a business owner settled in Vancouver, the other side of Canada. Like we're
Yeah.
in Toronto, the other side, west side is Vancouver. So
Hmm.
she has her business over there. So we recognized her for her work. Then we had some other good speakers from Europe. We recognized them. So this was truly international, truly a global in International Women's Day. So that was nice. So
Wow.
moving on, that's how I got an opportunity to be a guest speaker at different platforms.
Yeah. And
So it
Mokshi,
was
one more thing I would love to add, COVID is a boon or a bane. So March 2020, this has really proved that yes, we can leverage this technology and we can flourish in a very good manner the way we are doing now. It was
yes,
not at all possible earlier to connect globally. Everybody was doing in person or physical appearances. They were all believing. But after COVID, it's very, very easy. Now also you can see through Zoom, we both are connected. You are sharing your life story experience and we are having
yes.
a great time together. So I can give this COVID a boon, not a bane. Exactly. I can say that. Yeah, exactly.
I know. I mean, initially when this happened, COVID happened, we were thinking, oh my God, we are the part of this which pandemic which happens in 100 years. So we are going
Hmm.
to be seeing it ourselves. And that was a very scary time, because so many people were dying and so
Yeah,
much trouble all around the world. So that was, as you said, bane or boon. But the thing was that we learned so many lessons from that. We learned
exactly.
that work is important. The rush life that we have is very important, but our family is important too. We need to spend some
Exactly.
time with our family, spend some time for self-care, self-love. And I've seen a lot of people actually looked inside. and they started doing painting, all the hobbies
Yeah,
that they had, they could never pursue those, all their passion projects that they could not pursue earlier. So this was the time people did introspect. They thought whatever gives them pleasure, give them satisfaction, we should look into those projects as well. So this was something which I felt even during the COVID time when we had restrictive movement outside. We did a lot of work at home. We spent some quality time with our family because this was a
exactly.
time everybody was home, whether it was my husband, our children. So we were all at least had some good quality time together.
Quality time.
Yes,
Exactly.
as we said that the world became a small global village where we were all connected on Zoom and Google and other platforms. So it brought us all together. This was
Exactly.
something nice.
And we all people, the earlier, even I was not knowing what is Zoom, how we share the screen, Not everybody
Yeah,
is aware what is technology, what is Zoom and Google Hangouts, and they all are going on and on, on and on. And that speaks about connecting people globally. And that really,
so
Mokshi, I agree with you. Spending quality time with your own people was a major focus in 2020. And that's what life has taught. You have to be mingled with your people, you have to see the light, and most important, we have to take care of our health. If health
yes.
is there, you have the biggest asset, you have the biggest wealth in your hand, and we have to respect all, because we have seen how many lives have been lost in this COVID, and that's given a very big lesson to this mankind. And I do agree with your point, whatever you have said, it's 100% true. Yeah.
Yes, my dear. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Mokshi, yeah, one more
we
thing
have this
before. Yeah.
poster. This poster behind me is actually our flyer for this year International Women's Day celebration that we
Wow.
are planned for this
That's
year.
really catchy one. Earlier, I was thinking it's just a petals of flower or what it is. But when I saw, no, it's a face of a woman, that really gives a good look. So well done, Mokshi.
Yes.
You're doing
Yep.
fabulous job, and keep doing that, because never lose your spirit and never stop. Keep moving on, and life will give you all the spaces. Life will give you each and every steps where you have to work on, where you have to go, and keep soaring high, keep shining. All the best wishes to you, Moksha.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And you know what? My little small message to everyone is that just be passionate about what you want to do, what you are doing, pursue your passion, follow your dreams, because you don't want to regret that when you retire in life, that you could
Yeah.
not do whatever you wanted to do. So follow your passion and follow your dreams.
And
That's
life
what
is
my message.
unpredictable. Yeah, 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 yeah. Great one. So thank you so much, Mokshi, for coming to our show, for sharing this valuable experience, your incredible journey. And more important, you have inspired thousands of people today, giving the beautiful message of life, how to lead a life, and how to focus in your life. And that's the beauty of your message today. So thank you once again, Mokshi. Heartfelt thanks to you.
Thank you so much for having me. It was wonderful talking to you.
Thank you so much. And thank you all the viewers who are supporting us regularly, constantly, and consistently. Keep doing that. Stay happy, hail and hearty. Bye bye from India.
Take care.